Good afternoon and welcome to another broadcast of USN Varsity Basketball. Today we have the USN Tigers taking on another Tigers of Knowledge Academies. USN wearing the black jerseys with light blue lettering and garnet trim. Knowledge will be wearing blue jerseys with orange lettering and white trim. And with me today is beloved teacher and broadcaster, Dr. Fitz. Dr. Fitz, what do you see as the keys for the Tigers to win today?
All about starting fast, although it looks like we're starting slowly. It seems to be a technical against us for some reason to start the game. But starting fast, this is a team that we're playing against 0-3.
Yeah, they are 0-3.
We want to try to put them out of this game early.
Yeah, and early on, Cameron Dixon makes the first free throw of the game, and he goes for a second. And it is good, 2-0 the score in favor of the Knowledge Academy's Tigers. And it will be Knowledge's ball here to start the game off after those free throws. Still not quite sure what that technical was for, but Dixon, the man who made those two free throws, will be inbounding it for Knowledge.
Often what happens there is something's placed in the scorebook wrong by one of the coaches before the game, and then if you have a player in the book with the number wrong, it costs you a technical foul to get them into the game.
That is interesting. And a block early from Max Elliott. Dixon looking to get another shot up. He does. Rebounded. And foul will be called. Looks like it's against USN, and Dixon is down.
Yeah, he went down hard. Russ got a lot of ball on that one, but a little body contact as well. Hopefully Dixon's okay.
And he appears to be fine as he gets up. And now Knowledge will be headed to the free throw line, it appears.
Holding his stomach, hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully it's not a rib injury or something like that.
Yeah, you would really hope that it's not. Now headed to the line is Adarius Waters, number 1 of the Knowledge Tigers, and they could get ahead to a 4-0 lead here. First free throw is up and good. And the second one does not fall. Rebounded by Josh Scretchen. Scretchen getting it down the court to Adrian Samuels. Adrian gets a quick layup, and it's good. 3-2 the score now. Quick points for USN. It's what's worked for them against Mount Juliet Christian. And it's looking like so far it might work for them against Knowledge. Knowledge in their own backcourt trying to get it in the front court. Stolen by Scretchen. Scretchen now on a fast break. Looks to take it on his own. And he gets the lay-in. Tigers not fazed at all by that early tech and those early free throws as they are now out to a lead just 45 seconds into the game. Another turnover in the backcourt, but Knowledge recover. And now they drive in. Shot goes up and another foul will be called. Good looking block, but he did not get all ball. So now it will be Waters once again headed to the line. First free throw is no good. Score remains 4-3 USN. Second is up and no good. He's 1 for 4 from the charity stripe tonight. Now Scretchen looking to break it out quickly. Adrian Samuels wide open in the corner, takes his time, gets the shot up, and it hits the rim, rebounded by Waters. Scretchen playing good defense once again. Now Knowledge looks to get some more points on the board. Double teaming him. It's into the paint. Waters puts a shot up, and it will fall. 5-4 is the score now. Scretchen now carrying it up the court. Scretchen going out on his own, gets a shot up, and it is good. 6-5. Lots of quick scoring action here from Sperling Gymnasium.
Looks like it's going to be a battle. Two pretty good guards here. I like what I've seen from Waters, and Josh Scretchen always puts on a show.
And now Russ Petty for 3, and it will fall. Russ Petty, who missed some early games due to a concussion, he's back, and he hasn't missed a beat. Max Elliott with the interception. He gets it out to Russ Petty. Russ Petty for 2. No, he goes to Elliott. Elliott puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound, looks to put it back, and it will fall. 11-5 the score now, and Knowledge forced to call timeout after those quick points from the USN Tigers.
Now, I loved what I saw from Max right there. He, not somebody you might necessarily expect to lead the break, but he led the break very well. Good vision to find Russ in the corner, got it back, got his own rebound, made a very difficult finish from under the rim.
Yeah, he didn't give up on his own play. He missed the shot a few times, but he ended up getting it to go. And that's something we've really seen this year in this USN team so far. They don't give up. They play fast-paced basketball, and it's what's got them a 6-point lead so far.
That's a big part of what Coach Jones coaches into them is athleticism and quickness. And in the games where the Tigers have won, they've really been able to push that edge against their opponents.
Yeah, and they are a team, not a lot of huge guys on this team, so they do have to beat you at speed, and they've done it well so far this season. Ball inbounded to Conley. Conley with a missed pass. He picks it up, though. Goes to Waters. Waters now carrying in the paint. Looks to get a layup, and it will fall. Colin France now on the inbound. Josh Scutchen. USN moving fast. Scutchen pulls up for 3. Hits the rim, but Adrian Samuels gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Russ Petty. Petty out to Colin France. Colin France for 3. And it does not fall. Rebounded by Sahasset. A little bit of a miscommunication there for Knowledge, and now Conley beyond the arc looking for some kind of opportunity, gives it to Sahasset. Sahasset now driving in, guarded by Max Elliott. Sahasset gets a shot up, and it will not fall, rebounded by Colin France. Goes to Josh. Josh to Russ. Russ going in for a layup, and it's just too easy for him there. 13-7 is the score now.
Just seems like whoever USN has on the floor, they're all 5 capable of running the fast break.
Ball goes out to Conley. Conley guarded by Russ Petty. Taking his time, gets around him, but the buck picked up by Colin France. Thrown into Waters. Waters in the paint. Shot is up. Fouled by Josh Scretchen, and they'll be headed to the line. Waters, this is his 3rd trip to the line of the game. He takes his time. First free throw is up, and it's no good. No good. Rebounded by Max Elliott. Waters now 1 for 6 from the free throw line this game, and that is going to be something that Knowledge needs to do, is make free throws. Josh Scretchen, once again, USN capitalizing on their keys to the game, getting quick points, and Knowledge are going to have to score those points from the free throw line if they want to have a shot in this one.
How good was that take by Josh Scretchen? He split that defense like they were just standing still. That's an offensive foul.
And some good defense from Adrian Samuels. He gets the interception, takes it in on his own, beats 2 defenders, and he gets the lay-in. 17-7 now. USN early starting to run away with this game. Pass goes up to Hall. Hall now. Sahasset. Sahasset has some space, but he's double teamed. Kicks it out to Davis. Davis into Waters. Waters looked like he could have traveled there, and he will get called for a travel. USN ball.
We've got, in addition to a lot of team speed, we've got 2 tremendous defenders in the backcourt with Josh Scretchen and Adrian Samuels. Adrian, particularly with his long wingspan, is a nightmare for a lot of opposing guards.
And 2 younger guys, Colin France and Max Elliott, who guard in the paint really well. Tough guys to go up against if you're an opposing offense. Petty back to Scretchen. Over to Samuels, back into Petty. Petty kicks out to France. France with a fake pass, and he goes in for the shot. Foul will be called, and Colin France will be headed to the free throw line.
Just the first foul on Knowledge. A little bit over 4 minutes into the game.
First free throw's up and good. 18-7 is the score now.
18 points, pretty good clip for half a quarter.
You're right. France's second does not fall on a 3 meter by Waters. Waters now looking to break it out, defended by Scretchen and Petty. Gets it over to Hassett. Good defense by Henry Fitzgibbon, and USN will get it. Colin France now leading the break. Finds Russ Petty down the court, but incredible keeping by Russ Petty. But Quinn Powers loses it, and it will be knowledge ball. No, it'll be a jump ball that will go towards USN. Russ Petty on the inbound now. Gets to Henry Fitzgibbon. He's wide open. 3-point shot hits the rim, but he gets his own rebound. Takes it out to Josh Gretchen. Into Russ Petty. Back out to Colin France. Colin France for 3. And it hits the rim. Rebounded by Fitzgibbon. No, rebounded by Waters. Good steal by Powers, and Powers called for a travel. It looked like, or no, it was a double dribble. Looked like he wanted to pass and drive at the same time. Simple mistake. But it won't cost the Tigers too much as they still have an 11-point lead.
Quinn had too many options there. He could have taken it himself. He could have passed it. Josh, there was another player up there with him who could have caught a pass as well. Too many things going through his mind.
Hall now for 3, wide open shot will fall. First 3-point shot made of the night so far for Knowledge. Now Scretchen looking to get some quick points, goes out to Russ Petty. Russ Petty driving in. Really good dribble move, but he does not get in the hoop. Rebounded, and a travel will be called on Dixon. Picked it up and just took 2 steps with it. So now it'll be USN's inbound in their own front court. 2:48 left on the clock in the first quarter, and Russ Petty will inbound it now. Goes to Scretchen. Scretchen for 3. And it will fall. Josh Scretchen, second 3-pointer of the night. Score is now 21-10. USN extending the lead on that possession. Back out to Hassett. Hassett across the court to really nobody. Josh Scretchen wisely lets it go out of bounds, and it will be USN ball after a lack of communication from Knowledge Academies. France inbounds it to Joshua. Out to Sam Gold. Oh no, it was Eli Gold, my apologies. Rebounded by Josh Scretchen, put back up and airballed. Goes out of bounds. Knowledge now on the inbound. So Hassett now driving, kicks it out to Hall, who had the 3-pointer earlier. He goes for another 3-point attempt, no good, rebounded by Josh Scretchen. Scretchen looking to lead the fast break, gives it over to Russ Petty. Russ Petty driving in, really good play, and it will get him to the free throw line. Looked like he could have had an and one there, but the shot did not fall.
That was going to be a really tough finish. He almost got it to go down. He'll get a chance for 2.
And that would have been a fantastic play had it fallen. Russ makes his first free throw, score now 22-10. Second one goes. USN been accurate from the free throw line so far tonight. You couldn't say the same for Knowledge, who has made quite a few trips early in this game. But now here comes Waters. Waters getting a quick shot up from his own paint. Hits the backboard, rebounded by France. Over to Scretchen. Josh Scretchen now driving in. Kicks it out to Russ Petty. Russ Petty for 3. Lightly guarded, and it does not fall, but Colin France gets the rebound. Puts it back up, and it will go. So 25-10 the score now in favor of the USN Tigers, as we have 1:37 remaining in this first quarter. So Hassett now misses the long pass from Conley, and it will be USN's ball. Inbounded by Petty to Scretchen. Josh looks like he's going to take a 3 on his own. He drives in. Incredible solo play from Josh Scretchen to extend the lead to 27-10.
Josh is too good for the player defending him on that possession. He just gave a glance at shooting a 3, and the guy went for it. Josh went right around it.
Foul call now, and Josh Scretchen will be headed to the free throw line. That play earlier was similar to that one you were talking about with Quinn Powers. He had so many options. He could have given it to Quinn himself, but he decided to take it on his own, and it was the right decision to extend their lead to 27-10. And now he looks to extend it even further from the free throw line. First shot is up and good. 1:13 left on the clock, and now Sam Gold will check into the game for Colin France. Waters headed off the court. as Davis takes his place. Second free throw is also good, so 29-10 is now the score. And Adrian Samuels checking into the game for Russ Petty. Inbound goes to Sahasset.
USN on pace to break 120 tonight. I don't think that'll happen. That would certainly be a first.
Dixon now looking for a passing opportunity. Tries to drive it on his own. Gets a shot up. No good. Tried to get the rebound. Will be Knowledge's ball as Josh Gresham was the last one to touch it. 51.7 remaining in the first quarter.
Good to see
And
Dixon
Davis
back
inbounded.
in the game.
Yeah, after that, what seemed like some sort of injury early on. Like you said, hopefully it was just getting the wind knocked out of him. It seems like that's what it was. Josh Gresham now on the fast break with a few options. Gives it to Sam Gold. Sam Gold driving on his own. He had all kinds of space, but he doesn't finish, and now it's going to be Knowledge's ball once again. Hall carrying it up the court.
I like the idea there. He passed on the three because he saw the driving lane, just couldn't quite finish at the basket.
Yeah, it would have been a nice three-pointer, but it was the safer decision to drive. Didn't get the points, but good vision from Sam Gold. Adrian Samuels now finishing the opportunity. 31-10 the score, and USN really starting to run away with it now. Sahasset now looking for a shot. He's got some speed. Guarded by Adrian Samuels, kicks it out to Dixon. Dixon from beyond the arc. Gives it to Conley. Conley for a deep three-pointer. Doesn't fall. Josh Gretchen on the rebound. Really athletic play, and he goes down to the court to Adrian Samuels. Samuels is right there, but time will expire before the shot gets up. Wasn't going to fall anyway, but we head into the second quarter with a 31-10 lead. Huge first quarter from the Tigers. The Tigers from USN, that is. And now they've got a 21-point lead going into the second.
It's just like we were saying at the outset, Reed, putting them away early, trying to take away any thoughts they have of winning the game, and doing it with speed and athleticism. Tigers did it with a couple three-point shots, and they also did it attacking the basket, converting defense into offense with some fast break points.
Yeah, and a few points left off the board with a few missed opportunities, but such fast play, a lot of great fast breaks from the Tigers, and so far those missed points really haven't hurt them as they have a huge lead right now going into the second quarter.
And it's going to be a tough night. Knowledge only with 7 players, no, maybe 8 players who are dressed. So if USN keeps up the fast pace of play, it's going to really wear on them as the game goes on. Yeah,
and hopefully in a game like this where you've got such a big lead early on in the game, they can get some of the subs in as we approach the second half and the fourth quarter. So now Dixon will inbound, gives it to Conley. Knowledge drawing up a play, gives back to Sahasset. Sahasset now over to Hall for a three. And he's no good. 1 for 3 on the night from beyond the arc for Hall. And now Sam Gold breaks it out of the backcourt. Gold out to Powers. Quinn Powers over to Josh Gretchen. Josh drives in, wide open, and he gets the layup. Beat one man. He had one man to beat. He did it well, and there was no more defense for Knowledge. So now Conley from beyond the arc gives it over to Dixon. Dixon guarded by Gretchen. Dixon looking to drive, goes behind his back. Ball goes out, poor pass, and now Adrian Samuels looks to get fast break points, fouled on the layup attempt. Looks like he's all right. It was a tough fall there. Now Adrian Samuels will be headed to the free throw line. Early on in the game, it looked like Knowledge was headed to the free throw line, an abnormally large amount, but now USN making a high number of free throw line trips.
And I just noticed, Reed, I was thinking for a moment in the first quarter that this game was a little bit closer than I would like for it to be at 18-10. If I have it right, the USN Tigers, as you said before, have scored 16 in a row.
You are correct in that, and they could make it 17 right here. Second free throw is up, and it will be a 17-0 run for USN. Waters checking back on the game, and like you said, not a lot of depth on this Knowledge roster, at least not tonight. So a guy like Waters is going to be getting the majority of Knowledge's points and opportunities. The fact that he's not getting much rest could be really hurtful to Knowledge. Sahasset now looking for an opportunity. Drives in. Goes over to Dixon. Dixon driving in. Shot is up. And it will fall. 35-12. So they break that 17-point unanswered run, but USN showing no signs of stopping. Quinn Powers for three. No, he goes back to Adrian Samuels. Adrian for three. Hits the rim. Rebounded by Quinn. Quinn kicks it out to Josh. Josh Scretchen for three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Sahasset. Sahasset now 1-on-2. Gets the shot up. Looked like it could have been fouled. He gets his own rebound. Good defense by the Tigers. Adrian Samuels gets it. Down the court to Josh Scretchen. Josh Scretchen for a two. And he will be headed to the line.
I actually thought Knowledge did a good job on the previous possession, getting USN to settle for a couple of tough three-point shots. They didn't get either one of them down. They had a good chance on the other end, but just couldn't get the ball in the basket. Nearly took a charge there, too. That was a close call.
Scretchen misses the free throw. Now he takes the second. Quinn Powers going out of the game to make way for Max Elliott. Second free throw is up and good. 36-12 the score now. Sahasset takes the inbound. Almost slipped and fell. He gives it over to Hall. Hall to Conley. Conley looking to drive back over to Hall. Hall to Sahasset. Pick set by Waters, but he took the wrong side of it. Hall now over to Dixon. Dixon with a fake shot, puts one up. No good. Rebounded by Josh Scretchen. Scretchen now leading the breakout. Gives it over to Adrian Samuels. Samuels was fouled on his layup. And on a lot of these fast breaks, Knowledge picking up a decent amount of fouls, just trying to stop USN's momentum towards the basket, as it is so hard to keep them from scoring these quick points.
What I would like to see on that fast break is for Max Elliott to seal off that defender to prevent him from coming over to help. That could have been an uncontested layup there.
First free throw, no good. Colin France now coming to the game along with Russ Petty. Second one is good. 37-12 the score now. 5:51 on the clock in this second quarter. Sahasset over to Waters. Waters driving. Fadeaway shot, no good. Josh Scretchen picks up the rebound. Josh over to Adrian. Adrian back out to Colin France. Russ Petty wide open three-pointer now, but no, he fakes it. Goes over to Colin, and now he has a wide open three. No good, but rebounded really well by Russ Petty. Looking over to Josh Scretchen. Scretchen looked like he could have taken a three, but he doesn't. Russ Petty driving in now. Got three guys on him, and he still gets the shot to fall. Really good offensive play, good ball movement, and a great finish by Russ Petty. Gives the Tigers a 39-12 lead.
Russ had a couple of those last night as well where it just kind of looks like he loses the handle on the way up almost, but the ball goes down. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and he had three defenders on him there. Still got the shot to fall. Really great play by Petty. Dixon now with a fake shot. Gets past Elliott, and he gets the shot to fall. And he'll be headed to the line for an and one.
Yeah, no reason for Max to leave his feet there on defense. You want their big man shooting 19-foot jump shots all night long. You let him have that.
The N1 is good. 39-15 the score now. So Knowledge getting back on the scoreboard, but not really narrowing this lead for USN at all. Adrian gets a two up. Doesn't fall. Colin France with a nice play. Will be a USN inbound now as it went out off of Knowledge. Adrian on the inbound now. Scretchen makes himself available for three. No good. Will be USN's ball once again.
Tigers got to keep their focus here. They got a comfortable lead, but they got to continue to execute good basketball. Don't get too comfortable.
You're right, and now Adrian getting that missed pass. Colin France now driving. Colin gets the shot up, and it's good. Colin France fresh off the bench. Lots of energy from him. Some of the USN players look to be a bit tired, but still extending the lead nonetheless. Hall now over to Conley. Conley with a good move. Back out to Dixon. Dixon drives in looking for a 2, defended by Colin France, goes out to Hall. Hall looked like he could have traveled there multiple times, and it will stay Knowledge's ball.
Hall seems to be the sort of player where he's a good shooter if you don't cover him, but if you cover him, he can't really free himself to get his own shot.
Yeah, he did look a little nervous with the ball there, and a really good block by Max Elliott. And we talked about this last week in the first game against Mount Juliet Christian, where if we had fans in this crowd, they would be going crazy on a block like that. And I think that's another good example of it.
We got a lot of players who can emphatically reject some shots.
You are right about that. And now Sassett gives a pass right up to Adrian Samuels. And another instance of too many options. There were Colin France and Josh Gretchen were both there for the pass. Miscommunication on the lob down the court from Adrian Samuels, but USN gets the points nonetheless as Max Elliott finished the play.
I guess if you're defending a 3-on-0 and you're the 0, your hope is that 2 of the 3 crash into each other and go to the ground. That's precisely what happened. Nearly missed the layup, but Max got his own rebound, was able to put it back.
Yeah, and those are the kind of plays where in a game against Knowledge, it's not going to hurt you too much, but you got to limit that kind of thing when you start playing teams like Father Ryan.
Hopefully we can vary our opponent base a little bit. We keep seeing the same opponents over and over again. This is only our 3rd different team that we've played against all season.
Yeah, we have our 4th different team coming up on Saturday. Tigers back in action at 3 o'clock. We have the girls varsity basketball team taking on the Valor Collegiate Wildcats, and then at 5 o'clock we have the boys varsity team taking on the same Wildcats here at Sperling Gymnasium. You can catch it on USN Broadcasting on YouTube. Now Conley with the ball, driving. Back out to Hall. Hall looked like he wanted to take a 3. Gives it over to Dixon. Dixon for 3, and it doesn't go. Adrian Samuels wisely lets it go out of bounds, and it will be a USN inbound.
See, I like that defensive possession. You let the big man shoot that shot, you'll take that all night long.
Yeah, forcing them to make mistakes is something USN does well, and it's something they just did well on that play.
And on the other end, you don't want to be settling for too many perimeter jump shots yourself. We've done a great job attacking the rim. Let's keep it up.
Adrian now. He takes the 3. Looked like he wanted to pass, took the shot. Scretchen on the rebound, puts it back up. And that's a really good play from Josh Scretchen to extend their lead to 30 points. And now Conley takes it into the front court. Over to Waters. Waters now gets past Scretchen. Shot is up, no good. Fitzgibbon almost got the rebound. Dixon with a really good play falls down on it. Hall now looked like he was going to get the shot, but it's going to be USN's ball.
Yeah, he stepped on the sideline there. It was just a little too close to the sideline.
Scretchen now with the ball. Goes out to Russ Petty. Russ driving in, kicks out to Adrian Samuels. Samuels with the drive. Goes out to Mahoney Donick. And it looks like Mahoney stepped out of bounds on that play. Similar to what just happened with Knowledge. Now Chris Levine is checking into the game for his fellow junior, Russ Petty. Miscommunication there on Knowledge. Looked like it could have been a travel.
He took 7 to 9
but
steps.
no such travel was called. Poor pass. It will go out of bounds. Seemed like another miscommunication there on Knowledge's part. Now Chris Labinas to inbound it to Josh Scretchen.
That's the sort of thing that
Josh
can happen.
out Adrian Samuels. They catch Knowledge napping and they get it over to Fitzgibbon. Fitzgibbon's shot is no good. We could pick up by Labinas. Kept in bounds by Adrian Samuels, but he gives it up to Sahassett. Sahassett now looking to get some quick points, and foul will be called. It looks like it's on Josh Scretchen there after that steal attempt.
Love seeing our man Chris Libinas fighting for the loose ball there, really making his case for some more minutes. Didn't get in until late in the 4th quarter last night. We see him here in the first half today, really doing a great job earning those extra minutes.
Yeah, and props to Adrian Samuels, made a similar play. Unfortunately, the pass did not go to the right man, but he did give a spectacular effort to keep the ball in bounds. Lob pass goes out to Conley. Mahoney defending Conley. Here comes Waters. Waters gets the shot up, and it won't fall. Rebounded by Fitzgibbon. Over to Scretchen. Scretchen now gives it up to Adrian. Adrian Samuels with the finish on that play, and now 47-15 is the score as we approach the second half. Minute 16 left on the first half clock. Good dribble move. Gets it over to Hall. Hall looks like he wanted a three-point attempt, but Libanus was there to defend him. Back over to Conley. Conley now gets it over. Three-point shot from Sheik, and it will be airball. Josh Scretchen gets the rebound. Looking to get some more of those fast break points. Scretchen takes it on his own. Looked like he could have dunked there, but he gets the lay-in. Good decision by Scretchen to get the easy points as opposed to dunking it there. But 45 seconds remain in the first half. 45-15 the score. Conley with a prayer of a shot, doesn't fall. Scretchen out for three, lightly defended. It is up and good, and you can't leave Josh Scretchen open like that. He's going to make that one 9 times out of 10, and now Knowledge looks like they want a timeout, and they get one. 25 seconds remaining. Knowledge's coach not happy with the timeout call there, but they need a breather here. They look really exhausted after some good fast up-tempo play from USN, and now we have 25 seconds left in the half.
I heard the coach over there say, "I'll call the timeout." Yeah, rightly so. Great first half for USN. Great first half for many players, but particularly Josh, as you pointed out. He's been able to score basically at will, both from the inside, and also he's forced Knowledge to respect his game from the perimeter. So he's been just an absolute nightmare to defend for Knowledge in the first half.
Yeah, and you talked about Chris Libanus fighting for minutes, and hopefully we can see some more players get their chance to fight for their minutes. And one player I noticed last week, Mahoney Donnock, knocked down 4 3-pointers in the USN's first game against Mount Juliet Christian. Hopefully we can see some more of him and really all the younger players, freshmen and sophomores. Hopefully we get to see them get into the game as we approach this second half. Giving Conley some space with which to work. Conley now backing up, defended by Donnock. And a good pick set by Augustin. Interception by Adrian Samuels, and he lost track of the ball. Gets the shot up, doesn't fall in time for the half. But half ends, 52-15 score as we head into the second half. Big first quarter from USN and a solid second quarter to follow it up. And this game is not too close.
Now, we played a nice first half of basketball. Complementary basketball, defense transitioning into offense. We forced them to take some shots that we would want them to take, and we got a lot of quality looks ourselves, forced a lot of turnovers, just what you would drop in the locker room before the game.
And we're back after halftime. USN to inbound it here. Colin France on the inbound. 52-15 is the score. USN got out to a big lead in that first half, and now Colin France looks to extend that lead early on. Three-pointer will fall. Colin France gives USN a solid 40-point lead here. And it will be USN's ball as it goes out of bounds there.
It's tough with that motion offense. Sometimes there's miscommunications or non-communications. You don't know what your teammate's going to do, and you end up throwing a pass out of bounds.
And now USN with the ball once again. Josh Gretchen drives in, looks to get some solo points, and shot doesn't fall. Hassett now looking for a shooting opportunity, looking to drop some sort of play. Gets a drive, but he's heavily defended. Tries to get a shot up. Good effort, but the shot will not fall. Rebounded by Gold, and now France kicks it out to Josh Gretchen. Gretchen for three, and it will fall. Rattled around the rim, and Josh Gretchen has been on fire from beyond the arc tonight. And like I said in the first half, you just can't leave Gretchen open for three like that because he's going to knock him down pretty much every time.
He's forced them to pick their poison. They've decided to let Josh shoot, and he's made him pay every time.
Yeah, really, it's not much of a matter of if USN will score. It's really about how. And there goes Sam Gold knocking down his first three of the night. He gets into the game to start this second half, and he makes a statement. 61-15 is the score now. Joseph Campbell, another guard, has made his way onto the floor. Dixon now for a long three, and it will fall. The big man taking a three-pointer. We talked about how you got to let Knowledge take those kind of shots because they're not going to make them most times, but there is an instance where it did fall. Joseph Campbell misses the three-pointer. Max Elliott misses the putback, and now Dixon swings it out to Hall. Hall can't receive the pass. Will go out of bounds, and now here come Quinn Powers and Chris Labinas to check into the game.
I always used to like to see a big man make a three if I didn't think he was a great shooter because that meant he would keep shooting. And if he was going to go 1 for 12, that was great.
You're right about that, and here comes Josh Gretchen looking to drive it in on his own once again. Looked for a pass, took the shot, gets the putback. Neither of them fall. Waters gets the rebound. Gretchen knocking him down from beyond the three-point line, but his last two attempts from short range have not gone. Hassett now looking to drop a play. Pick does not stop Joseph Campbell at all. Now it's Hassett back out to Waters. Waters defended by Gretchen. Spin move, shot goes up. Does not go through the hoop, and now Chris Labinas with the rebound. Carries it up the court. Goes over to Gretchen. Gretchen out to Campbell. Campbell for three, and his shot is no good. And now Hall with it. He dropped it, picks it back up. Gives it over to Conley. USN look like they want them to shoot the three, and a good block by Labinas. Foul will be called, though, and Conley will be headed to the free throw line.
Yeah, that block's called on Quinn. What a block by Labinas. That was nice to see.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they will be headed to the free throw line, but it was a really nice play to block that shot. First free throw is up, and it is good. 61-19 the score now.
Seems like we're already in a running clock situation. I thought that was only fourth quarter, but maybe it's all of the second half. Must be.
Yeah, it must be. It must depend on the deficit and not the quarter because USN is up big in this third quarter. Josh Gretchen drives in on his own. Shot does not fall, and early on in this game, he was unstoppable in plays like that, and he's missed the last few. But you imagine that he's going to start making up for those soon. Can't imagine he's happy with himself over that. And now it's a Hassett with it. He faked the pass. Now he looks to take it on his own. Roaming around beyond the arc. Good defense played by Campbell. Looked like it could have been a travel, but Hassett will be headed to the free throw line. Kevin Sahasset makes his first free throw. 61-20 now. Second one will not go. Rebounded by Dixon. Livinus looked like he had it. Went to Dixon, and Dixon put it up for 2 quick points. So now 61-22 is the score. Now Joseph Campbell back out to Scretchen. Scretchen looking to drive. Goes over to Sam Gold. Sam Gold had the 3-point earlier. Looked like he could have taken a shot. Gives it over to Campbell. Powers, and then back to Scretchen. Sam Gold now. Wide open 3, but he decides to drive instead, and that was a wide open lane that he had to the hoop. He tried to play similar to that earlier. Missed the layup in the first half of the game, but that time he converts. Good vision. He could have taken a 3-point shot, but he saw he had a better route. Now Josh Scretchen goes to the hoop, gets a layup on a good defensive play, and a once again, quick fast break points from USN, and now they're out to an even bigger lead. Sahasset now looking to drive. They want to kick it out to Hall. Hall over to Dixon. Dixon, who made the 3 earlier, trying to drive. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded by Powers. Fought for by Dixon. Will be a jump that goes to Knowledge. Good play and good awareness by Dixon. Clock ticking as we have a minute 37 left in this quarter, and this quarter has gone by quickly. Of course, that's not just your brain playing tricks on you. It is a running clock. Foul will be called on Quinn Powers. Not much he could have done on that one, but Knowledge will be headed to the free throw line yet again. And it's good. Waters, a player who likes to take his time before shooting a free throw. Paid off there, but somebody who's not taking his time is Josh Scretchen, who gets a quick build-up. Ball goes out to Quinn Powers. Shot doesn't fall. And now Knowledge with it once again. Conley, a guy with a lot of speed and energy. He gave it to Dixon there. And now Waters inside the paint, gets a shot up, doesn't fall. Campbell comes up with the rebound. And now Josh Scretchen looking for 2 points. No, he goes for 3. 3-point shot isn't good. Tries to get his own rebound. Chris Livinus puts it back up. And that's 2 more points for the Tigers. 67-23 is the score now. Just seconds remaining in this quarter, and this one will be over soon.
Now, pretty quiet offense here for Knowledge. You can't dribble around Josh Scretchen for that long.
And Josh Scretchen makes him pay with a quick 2-point layup there. Like you said, yeah, you can't just leave the ball out there for Josh Scretchen. You can't spend too much time in his vicinity, or he will make you pay for it, and that's just what he did there. Waters with a nice fadeaway shot, but it doesn't fall. He looks frustrated as Sam Gold now gets a shot with limited time left on the clock. Doesn't fall. That's it for the third quarter. 69-23 is the score now as we head into the fourth.
Yeah, to be honest, USN, of course, is completely pulled away in this game. Knowledge has not done a great job getting back on defense the last few possessions, which could be a sign of waving the white flag early on here. You know, they recognize that the outcome of this game has been determined.
And that is a product of, like you were talking about earlier, not a very deep bench, and obviously USN's up-tempo style of play. That's how they like to score, and that's how they like to get ahead in games. And they've executed pretty well tonight on that. And obviously the lack of depth does not help Knowledge, to say the least.
This is a game where if you're either coach, you just hope to see some progress in the final 8 minutes. You want to see good execution on offense and defense. You want to see the discipline to force yourself to take quality shots and not settle for contested jump shots. And we're going to see which team gets it done in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and you want to see good passing and good ball movement when you're by your own hoop. You obviously don't want to get any sort of injuries or any sort of bad fouls. You mainly just want to see nice, solid, well-executed basketball, and you probably don't want to run up the score on your opponent too much. Liebinus to inbound it to another junior, Sam Gold. Gold now over to Campbell. Now Mahoney Donick for three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Liebinus. Liebinus gets shot up, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. Kicks it out. Shot is up, and Eli Gold does not get the three-pointer there. Waters now looking like he wants a three-pointer. No. Slowing the tempo down a little bit. Gives it to Davis. Davis now creating some space for himself. Out to Sheik. Sheik over to Waters. Waters double teamed. Shot does not find the rim or the backboard. Liebinus gets the rebound, looking down court to Eli Gold. Eli Gold with some time and space gives it over to his brother. Back out to Liebinus, over to Eli. Eli's shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Liebinus. Liebinus looking to get 2 points, and he does. 71-23 is the score now. And you were talking in the first quarter, Dr. Fitz, about how USN was on track to get 120 points. Obviously, not going to get that, but still a high-scoring game, good offensive performance from our Tigers.
Well, and as you said well earlier, the pace of the game is sped up with the running clock. That's certainly prevented us from scoring a few points.
Sam Gold misses the layup. Chris Liebinus getting yet another rebound. Out to Eli Gold, and that three-pointer is good. He missed one earlier. He makes up for it here. 74-23 the score now. And Knowledge really looks deflated now after the lead was extended even further. Will be a charge on Davis, and now Liebinus will inbound it.
Yeah, Davis was being very physical down there. The official let a couple of the first bits of contact go, didn't let the last one go.
You're right, now a little bit under 6 minutes remaining in the game. Mahoney Donick for three. He misses that one. Out to Campbell, another shooter, and it doesn't go. Liebinus with about his 1,000th rebound of the game. Eli Gold for three once again. Bench going crazy after that one. 2 3-pointers in a row for Eli Gold, and his teammates are happy about that one. 2 great young shooters on this team in Mahoney Donick and Eli Gold. Some good future starting shooting guards for this USN Tigers team. And it's really good that they're getting some quality game time here on the varsity team for three once again. Doesn't fall. Waters gets the rebound. And it will go out of bounds. Pass from Waters to Davis wasn't a perfect one, and he didn't handle it perfectly either. And now Eli Gold inbounds it to his brother Sam. Sam over to Donick. Mahoney Donick looking to drive. And Mahoney is headed to the line. It will not be free throws. It'll actually be an inbound for USN. My apologies. But it goes out to Mahoney nonetheless. Looks to get a three-pointer up. Doesn't fall. Liebinus with a good rebound. Gets the quick points for USN, and 79-23 is the score now with 4:06 left in the game. Waters now looking frustrated in possession for Knowledge. Gives it to Sheik. Sheik. And it's intercepted by Liebinus. Chris looking to get some quick points in the layup. He does. 81-23. Really effortless play there after he made a good interception. Knowledge team tired, and you really could say deflated, but Waters will be headed to the free throw line yet again for 2 free throws.
I give Waters a lot of credit. He's played a good game, I think. He was able to free himself for a lot of sort of guard post offense, where you try to get a bigger guard down there against a smaller guard. And he's freed himself up for some good looks. He just hasn't quite been able to knock him down.
Yeah, and in a game like this where your team is down so big, it is easy to give up. But Water is a true fighter. And his first free throw will be no good. 81-23 still the score in this one.
You commented on this earlier, Reed. He has an interesting routine. He puts the ball sometimes between his legs. This time he didn't do that.
Yeah, he does take his time from the free throw line, though, but neither of them will fall that time. And now Sam Gold over to Mahoney Donick. Mahoney Donick looking for a three-pointer. That one won't fall, and it's rebounded by Augustin. Mullen now carrying up the court, gives it over to Waters. Waters drives in. Ball went out of bounds. Tried to swing it out to Davis, but it's too late. Tigers ball with 2:23 remaining in the game. And Hall will be checking back on the game for knowledge in the coming moments. Here he comes. And he will take Waters' place. So both teams getting a decent amount of subs in the game late. It's always something good to see in a game like this. Mahoney Donick for three. Hits the rim. Rebounded by Joseph Campbell. Over to Libanus. And Chris getting 6 out of the last 6 points for the Tigers. And you said this earlier, he's fighting for his game time, and he's done a really good job of it so far.
He's really scrambled for every loose ball and made the most of his opportunities.
Yeah, a lot of hustle on him. And he's proven to Coach Jones why he should get more time on the floor. Foul called on Augustin. It'll be USN ball. Running clock here as we approach a minute left in the game. Clock looks like it stopped for a second. And a minute and 6 left on the clock.
I like to see this. Looks like USN's content to run it out.
And it is going to be a long minute if they're just going to stand here with the ball. But good, respectful move. Like we said earlier, you don't want to run the score up on your opponents in a game like this. And good sportsmanship from the USN Tigers. Knowledge looking like they still want to play some defense, but Mahoney Donick will hold it. Gives it over to Sam Gold. And they're just passing it around. USN seeming a bit frustrated to be in this passing game. They wish they could just hold it, but
the rules are the rules.
Donick and Gold playing a game of catch here, it seems.
Yeah, we're inside 5 seconds. That should do it.
That is the game, 83-23. A 60-point win for the Tigers. Big win, and it's really what we expected coming into this game. Good execution from the Tigers, good fast-paced basketball, and a solid win.
Yeah, I saw a lot of quality things tonight. In a game like this, you want to see quality execution. You want to see a quick start to try to put the game out of reach early. Tigers checked all the boxes tonight, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we got some more Tigers basketball action on Saturday, 3:30. Varsity girls taking on Valor Collegiate, and at 5, the varsity boys will be playing Valor. So tune in to USN Broadcasting on YouTube on Saturday for those 2 games.